welcome to tonight's episode of Meet the Manager. We have some special guests tonight. We have Mr. Earl Cupido, Caylum, Waldeck, and Fabian Peterson of the committee, obviously. So, who do we start with? Uncle Gavin? I think we go with Fabian first. So first of all, welcome Fabian. Tell us about your game week and how things went for you this game week.
Uncle Gavin, hello to everyone. I am very good. I had a brilliant game week two. Made up big time for game week one, but I'm very happy as I am now. You can see in the smile.
And then we also have Mr. Earl Cupido, the Flying Dutchman, who doesn't seem to be flying at all at the moment. So Earl, take us through what's happening. What happened with your team?
Oh my. Welcome. Thank you guys, and thank you for having me on the show tonight. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Currently, there's the Flying Dutchman is under the sea. It seems where he belongs to now.
He's a
Yeah,
mermaid now.
no. He's a bottom feeder now. He's strictly a bottom feeder now. But look, it was a horrid first week. Things didn't go as planned. And then game week two, yeah, things things look like it's falling into plan. Yeah, but yeah, thank you for having me on the show tonight.
Thanks for being here, taking the time out of your busy day and joining us. And then we have another manager from the Premier League with us, Mr. Caylum, welcome here. And yeah, how are you feeling? Are you doing okay? Is your game going well? Take us through your team.
Good evening, gents.
Uncle Gavin said you'll be down there. You are actually one of his relegation candidates. So how you feel?
Oh, it's not been one of the best game weeks. This week I couldn't even beat the average. So I have work to do, serious work to do if I want to get up to the top 10 again. Sure. Oh, listen, in my head, I'm aiming for at least the top 5, but realistically, I'm aiming at least for the top 10. But sure. Uh, it's tough. We have so many good managers in the league at the moment. So it's and the way I've started, I haven't started the best. Like maybe Uncle Gavin or Mikhail. I haven't been out the blocks running like you guys. So I'm being realistic, but
It's good to be realistic, right, Caleb? So Fabian, tell us who's the people that came through for you. You had a brilliant round. Scored over a century. First manager to score over a century.
It was basically Mane, Son, basically my whole team. I stuck with my guns. I just made two changes. Changed Leno, and now I brought in Leno and I brought in Lamptey. So then I just stuck with the rest because I knew everyone will get me the points. Yes, most definitely. Like like one of the managers actually said that, yeah, I just auto picked my team, but it wasn't an auto pick. At first, it was basically thought out, and I just made two changes in game week 2. That's it. Just two changes, a -4. No, 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 it's not that. I, I am a Manchester United supporter, but the thing for me is basically is that I just wanna watch my team play first before I make any changes towards them, because I know Man United can slip up, and I wasn't gonna be like I wasn't gonna go with my heart basically. So putting in three United players in, that's a big mistake. Although I do love my team.
Let's go back to Mr. Earl Cupido, the Flying Dutchman. We're actually going to be pulling up
Uh,
Mr. Cupido's team, Earl's team. So Earl, tell us how does it feel to come back into the Premier League? How
Look,
does it feel to come
it
back
was
into
it was
the championship? How is it?
look, it was very difficult. It was very difficult coming back and was playing a different platform of fantasy league. I was more involved with draft picks in last season, so it was very difficult coming back into fantasy league and playing the. So it was very difficult coming back and playing that type of format again. But yeah, my first challenge on the first week was not based on
Mute.
sorry, it was not based on your average picks. It was more on a low level scale of picking, so I can work on my money and see on my team value. So as it's going to drop my team, basically my team value now is at 1.5 million, and it's still rising. So the important thing was to get more focus on getting more money than scoring points. But to be honest, I never thought I bought me a cigar for game week 2 because I thought I'm gonna go for it. But I think Fabio deserves this more than what I do with the performance I had. You know, but at least my captain, yeah. Look, yes. In hindsight, I agree with you. In hindsight, but look, there's still 36 game weeks left. I know in the last 11 years history of fantasy league while I was playing, there were certain managers that came from 23rd place. There's not too long ago, Wigan came from 17th to win it. So look, it is very difficult to get it right, you know. But importantly, to gel to get the money up there, you know, so I can have more variety of players, which is slightly a different tactic that I went with this year than all the other years, because normally I would go with the top dogs. But yeah, scored 50 points. 50 points this game week, better than last game week. So there is slightly improvement. Last week I was in 22nd, 22nd place. And this week I just jumped one up. So slowly but surely I'm getting there. But it was tough.
Mm.
Yeah, it was tough. Looking at the team here, she had De Bruyne, Bamford came through. You went with William, Gabriel, McCarthy. So this is not
Yeah,
basically the Orchid that was
yeah.
there, and you know that RSFL was the brainchild of Mr. Orchid, for those that don't know. And yeah, um, it's sad to see someone of your stature come in
Look,
and have.
Look, you always have critics. I mean, Faba not even a week ago, he had the entire league criticizing him, and from being at the bottom now being at the top, things can change. One day your team works, and the next day your team don't. For the guys that was on top, last week in the championship we had two, and in the Premier League we had two managers sitting tightly at first place, and in the following they dropped the game. We had a guy like Almachtige FC, whatever his name is, who was sitting right at the bottom, Gregory, who scored magic 99 points. And next week he might just score again 4 points. So fantasy league differs a bit. I'm not trying to come through and making excuses. The Flying Dutchman is for those who have watched Pirates of the Caribbean. The Flying Dutchman always appears when he appears always when you still think he's not coming, he's there. So I haven't lost my touch.
That's sad. So is the championship sad for you this season, or you thinking you're getting out of the slump?
No, true. Look, game 3 is basically pure tactics. I'm going back to my roots, going to principle. Everybody knows, and everybody that was in the first show, who saw the first show, knows that I was a very fast starter. I think that was the expectancy of everybody, the expectancy of the Flying Dutchman to be out of the blocks. But this season is slightly different, It could be that the tactic didn't work the first few game weeks, but my personal goal was reached. I wanted to have at least a 500,000 extra in the pot, which I do have. For now, I still have 4.7, which I can play around with. I know there's two of my defenders, so I have the option either of taking a -8 or -12 to get my team nicely settled, or I can play the free hit, to get up there again to make up the points. But it's all, like I said, it's game week 2. We all have this. At the end of the day, it's like Faba said, it's a marathon. It's a marathon. And so at the end of the day, it's there. But I am looking forward to game week 3. I want to silence the critics. I want to share this. I want to share this cigar with Fabian and say, listen here, but well done, man.
I don't smoke, eh?
I know, yes. But cigar, nobody smokes cigars, man. Cigar, you don't smoke.
Looking at your previous team, I think your previous team actually outscored your wildcard team. How do you feel about that?
Wow.
Look, how lucky can a guy get? How lucky can a guy get? You play your wild card. Last week my luck was totally out. Last week I had sun. This week I played my wild card. Spurs wasn't doing that well, and then boom, 4 goals. There we go. Lesson learned. That's why I have massive respect for Faba to sticking to his guns. It's just maybe just going back to the basics. Wait till the team is nicely settled, and then, because normally at game week 5, that is when I make changes. This week I went for game week 2. So yeah, I'm tactical slightly out, but I'll get there slowly but surely. I am an old horse, so I'm not as fast as the young fillies. So I'll get there.
So, Caylum, coming back to you. So, you used your wildcard as well. It didn't plan out for you as well. Looking at the team, what did you find difficult? Is it because, I see only one United player in here. Uncle Gavin do have you up for you and Jaden and Jason. In Uncle Gavin's relegation team. So, take us through your team, because I see your team here in front of me now.
Listen, I think it has to do with how the season started this season when without United and City. So the extra using the wild card early on, I didn't plan it out. It was I think all of us struggled to for the decision of either using a wild card or taking negative points to get in our City and United players. And then with United bringing in Bruno, it just went completely wrong. But De Bruyne came through, so that's probably the main reason that I'm struggling so. But the pressure is also there. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to deject away from the pressure. There's pressure in this league.
Yeah, this is a total different league than the championship last season with you had an open league. You did manage to stay up, but as
You can see the family connection.
Jaden and Jason, you sit together, you plan teams, you work out together.
That's not the truth. That's not true.
Peter said,
Yo, the rumors tripled. Well, listen, we might bump heads. We might bump heads now and then to maybe give each other advice, but we don't like discuss changing our changes in that. That is all like, yourself. Yeah.
Coming back to Mr. Undisputed FC, Fabian. Fabian, well, take us through your team. I see
Yeah. Basically, the last podcast that we had, I just said I'm gonna keep it calm. I'm gonna keep it patient also as well, because you never know what could happen in fantasy league because it's unpredictable, as we all know. One game week you up there, the next game week you down there. So it was for me. I just stuck to my gun. There's a reason as to why I picked that team out first of all. So that's why I went with that. And yeah, I just made 2 changes. That's it. And I just stuck with the rest of the team. Yes. Yes. Even though I had my doubts with Mane, I said no Mane. The performance. But when I looked at the Liverpool game, Liverpool basically screwed me. They just went to go and pass the ball to Salah. Just give the ball to Salah the whole time when Mane was open with space. So yeah, yes, that did cross my mind. But at the end of the day, I just went with what I picked in the beginning. So and I was going to just go with the patience. Just go with I heard someone said lucky there. Am I lucky? It It's fine. Look, we're all gonna have critics. We're all gonna have critics. Like Earl is getting the critics now. In this game week, he could jump up. He could jump up the championship and then be top. We never know. I don't know what Earl has up in his sleeve, and everyone doesn't know what I have up in my sleeve. So I'm ready for game week 3. Bring it on.
the front 3 of you all came through for you. Yeah, looking good. You got a Bamang, Mane came through. You stick to your
To this week, to this game week. I'm planning.
What is your plans for this game week?
I am planning on making a couple of changes, not too much, not because the core basically showed how much they can actually score on one game week for me. So I'm gonna keep on with the core that I have. Just a few changes, not much, just like last week, or maybe I could just switch it up. I don't know. Yeah, for this game week, I am like Caylum said. It is a bit difficult to say. This is gonna be a difficult game week, so I'm gonna go with 50 average.
Yeah, I'm looking at the team now, and I'm seeing Liverpool, Arsenal, and then United versus Brighton, Fulham and Aston Villa, and Southampton versus Burnley. So it's don't you think 50 is a bit too high there? If Son and Kane doesn't combine again this week.
50? I'm saying 50 average. Average. You see, you can have a good top class weekend, then you need to come down a bit. So then once you come down, then you must know, then we're looking for consistency now. Now we're looking for consistency all the way, right through the season.
That's true, yeah.
So yeah. Yes. Am I gonna keep them? Look, I'm gonna stick with my guns. I might change it up. You never know. I might change it up. I'm not. Yes. Yes.
Okay, now we're coming to my team. Well, I'm happy being at the top of the league. It's where I wanted to be, where I said I'm going to be. I'm still waiting on my championship belt from Mr. Caylum. Well, if I go through my team quickly, I'm happy with everyone at the moment. The only person that I wasn't happy with was Mitrovic, and I swapped him out, and I actually almost kicked myself doing it afterwards because I should have swapped out Adams because and went to Caylum instead of Mitrovic to Caylum, and then I might have scored even more points, obviously. But I stick with Adams. I still think he has a few goals in him. I'm waiting for him to come
That's
through
true. Ready there.
because I think the bonus price is going to rise a lot, and I'm also trying to just not pay too much than what I have to pay for the Bruyne. And yeah, looking at my team, I'm happy with everything. I'm very glad that Sean came through, and I'm actually planning on captaining Werner this game week 3, because I think Turbo Werner has some goals in him, and he looked impressive if it wasn't for that red card against Liverpool. So yeah, I think Chelsea's starting to gel a bit more, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they'll do with West Brom. Like for me, West Brom is weak, and I'm just thinking about a lot of goals coming through there for Mr. Turbo Werner, for Timo Werner. Uh, I think I might even strip a captain to Timo Werner this game week. That's how bad West Brom is.
Speculation. Just starting rumors.
Now, look, Mika. I think you're onto something, and I think things might turn for the good for the teams that lost this weekend. I watched the post match interviews. I watched a few interviews of the players, and you can see the players are very frustrated about both United players and Chelsea players were very frustrated. So I think you're onto something with the West Brom match. You know, he has the pace. And with Pulisic being back this game week, and also with the signing of the new goalkeeper, I don't think he's going to start this weekend, but things are looking up. The same with United. I think they needed that loss. And
they needed the loss. How does a team need a loss? Oh, come on now.
Look, it's wake up call. Look, baby, last week you were dead last. You're sitting dead last, and you also needed a wake up call. This weekend again, you know, Fantasy league is based on the current performance of a player. Nobody knew that Son was going to put in 4. Anybody that can say that they knew Son was going to put in the 4 can tell me now that they could see the future. When you picked that team, you stuck to your guns, and it paid off. If it didn't pay it off, if it didn't pay off for this game week, you would have played the wild card anyway. Because no way you're going to say you're going to stick with that team. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to be in a position where you say, listen here. And the first question that was asked was, the Flying Dutchman is now a mermaid. Yes, I needed that wake-up call because my focus was more on making money than actually choosing a good team. You see?
Yeah.
So any team, any player of any team knows that you think that you are the best. So sometimes you need to be knocked down to earth. So what I'm saying is both teams, they lost to get their focus back into winning ways. Unfortunately, I don't know, it's the first game you lost, United lost.
Yeah,
you know,
it's our first game. That's why I'm saying it was our first game. And as the club does have ambitions, and Manchester United is a big club. So for them to lose their first game, I mean, really now, they didn't expect that. Against Palace at home.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you, Fabian. I don't see me bringing in United.
Yeah.
Look, you guys are spot on with that. You know, I'm not saying, I'm not denying that United shouldn't have lost that game. You know, I don't want to make this discussion with United. The same with Spurs the week before. They lost against Everton. Nobody knew that they were going to lose against Everton. Come on, nobody knew that Calvin Lewin was going to pop this season when he was not doing well. The last portion of the tournament. No. But yes, he did look good. He scored 17 goals prior to lockdown, and then it dried up. Nobody knew he was going to come out and score goals. You know, it just came. You know, so yeah, it was unlucky. It was unlucky. For Chelsea, I wanted at least a draw. You know, we're not there yet. You know, our defense still sucks. You know, my fantasy team's defense sucks. You know, there's a lot of ambition. You know, to be honest with you, I'm going to say it. I'm going to come out and say it. The whole entire United team sucks. I'm going to say it because there's no passion. You know, there's no passion in the team. You could see against Crystal Palace, there wasn't any passion. Yeah. Maybe after this weekend there will be some passion in the team.
Wow.
I'm not seeing me bringing in United. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon of Bruno Fernandes or any United players. I'm going to go as far as saying I'm not picking United players this season.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mikael, for that. Look.
Valid statement.
You will have a Manchester United player in your team, Mikael. You know that. It could be Bruno Fernandes, it could be Martial, it could be Rashford. That I can guarantee you. And the same goes for also as well. You will have a Manchester United player in your team. That is a guarantee. Once we pick up form, then you will have United players in your team. That I can guarantee. Uncle Gavin already has Bruno Fernandes in his team. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Let the big guns come. Let the big guns come.
We really are not quite. I think the first game week we lacked a bit of fitness, but unlike parents that were working throughout the holidays now, we were off most.
Yeah, we were definitely off.
And you lack some passion. There's no passion on the field.
No, but your statement is wrong, Earl. Earl, your statement is wrong.
Look,
you say United sucks, or maybe it's
any player on the team, who had passion on the field, who had passion. Not even the manager was sitting there with his head sunk down the ground.
Yes, but you can't say the team doesn't have passion. I mean, really.
Only for your first game, Papa. Yeah. Only for your first team, you could see on the field. Look, you didn't even have trust in your team for picking one United player. Did you have any United players in the team? No, you were waiting for them to blow up first. Yes, you're contradicting what you're saying. All I'm saying is your team lacked passion. You lacked the passion to support the team with a player. That's all I'm saying. Congratulations for your 100. But if you're talking about United and the performance, you also lacked the passion because you didn't include any of United players in the team because you knew that they not understand that they were.
Yes, but this is my beloved Manchester United. Coming to my fantasy league team, it's a total different case. I mean, really.
I'm in total agreement with you. I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing with you at all.
There we go. Uncle Gavin wants too much info from me.
Yeah, like with Fabian and Mikhail's team, a few of the players got a knock. Like Lamptey, he shows injured, so he's busy dropping. Calvin Lewin's price and Rodriguez's price is the last stats I saw this evening at just something before 8. The current price is estimated to rise by 0.9. So for those managers that has him in will earn extra. But if you have made transfers already, then you will lose that money, irrespective of your place has risen. So the trick. So what I've learned and on the platforms that I've been in last season is that the trick with making more money is actually to bring in the players quite a week before they even go up.
Thinking body, why? He was very lucky with the 2 penalties for last week.
That's correct. Yes, I just wanted to add. I just wanted to add on that one. You know, I'm looking at the team now, and normally a manager that scores 81 over a game week, you know, will have his front three or his front three and his midfield outscoring. But this was a very good choice for game week because you had 3 defenders that scored 7 each, so that's almost maximum points for the defender. Yeah, and then 13 for your goalkeeper, which was technically a very good choice, you know. And then
it's not crazy. It's not crazy. He went with Vardy as captain, knowing that Vardy scored 2 penalties last week, and he was terrible last week. Vardy was terrible.
Look, 81 points is 81 points for a game week without having a captain scoring you maximum points. 81 points at 81 points.
Differentials that Uncle Kevin has. Uncle Kevin's going for players that no one else have. And the only change I made was I brought in De Bruyne, and I think I'm kind of jumping on a bandwagon, but I think De Bruyne scores a lot of goals, and I'm going to stick with that.
Look, I'm of the opinion differentials is a good thing to have, but I've noticed now between the two league championship and Premier League Fantasy League is that you must have at least your key man. I don't have a lot of faith in Bamford. In Bamford for now. I'm riding that wave. You know, that was my differential. So I'm riding that wave. No, I'm expecting the big guns to come through, and here's the reason why I'm building up my capital. You know, I want to be the Man City in the championship. You know, so guys, if you need to borrow some money, you can come to me. You know, I can squeeze a few bucks for you through the minutes. But differential this season is going to be crucial. Like we saw with Bamford and with Calvert-Lewin. Again, I'm saying he wasn't on my radar at all. He didn't play well the final few game weeks of the previous season. He was firing goals. So for those who haven't, it was a very good differential. His price is going up again. But yeah, you have to be lucky. But I know Everton. Everton has a good team. But if the playmaker, because they build the play around James, and we know James Rodriguez is injury prone. and when he's out, Sigurdsson can't fill that role there. So that's going to be a bit.
So as you guys know, last week we had 4 out of 4 predictions correct. So guys, I think we can ask this panel about their predictions for game week 3. Something that you think is definitely going to happen. So let's start.
Mopay to school.
I'm going on what Mikael said, that it's Timo Werner. He's going to come out blasting, and a triple captain on him is a good choice. So I'm going on Timo Werner.
Continue. Mane to continue scoring.
I think Salah scores this weekend. Salah scores. He loves Arsenal.
I'm going on Arsenal to win. Arsenal to win.
Salah.
Now I'm going on Arsenal to win. Arsenal to win this
Whoa.
game.
Arsenal to
It
win.
will be a big score, but Arsenal to win.
Whoa. Somebody's losing the plot.
Gavin goes with Foden to score.
Vardy's been terrible for 2 game weeks. He was lucky with the 2 penalties. I don't see that guy scoring. Mane to continue on scoring.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity, guys. Yeah.